How did you cultivate that mindset of being able to go on offense instead of being on the defense? It's hard for a lot of people.
I think it's been. I don't think this is even a recent development. It's not. It's like a relatively recent development. In the last few years, I've been working on it and getting to a place where like I said, the key is to define what you need narrowly.
Yeah.
And as that comes into focus in your life, the easier it is. So in my case, I have the best wife you can imagine. She's my best friend. I have the best kids in the world that you can imagine. I don't care about legacy anymore. And I'm like worried about what my epitaph says. I already know what it says, and I know what I want it to say. And so the things I need are narrowly defined. And that enables me to play offense. And that's where the challenge is. It's not about getting what you need. It's about defining what you need narrowly.
Right.
And that's enabled me to switch to offense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess you define your worst case scenario, and everything else is an upside.
Everything else
for
is
you.
upside. And also I had cancer, which we haven't touched upon, but I had cancer when I was probably 32.
Oh, wow.
And testicular cancer. And for a few days there, I was like, damn, this could end really poorly,
Right.
And I was okay, ultimately, went through radiation and whatnot. But one of the things, I took from that is that nothing really matters. Most of what you think about does not hold up against the juxtaposition of imminent death.
Yeah.
And yet we live in a state where we are going to die, perhaps today. But we're completely alienated from that fact because we think it's a morbid thought, when in fact it's a liberating thought. If you realize in the end we are going to end up in the same place, then most of what you think about in a given day is nonsense. And so it's kind of relieving. It's why people, Bhutan, think about death 5 times a day, because it just relieves you of the anxiety about this great unknown.
Yeah.
And not much matters. So I used to call it zero time. And those 3 days when I had my diagnosis, had surgery, which is pretty, like 24 hours you're in surgery, and it's a pretty intimate body part to be getting, cut off.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, no, you don't want to imagine.
We all go into
I
details.
Just painted a picture. We just did. I just painted a picture for you, but